Mark Goldbridge has sold out. Mark Goldbridge is selling his soul. That's the rhetoric that I'm hearing. That's a mad way to start a stream, right? Now, listen, I've seen all of the, all of the comments and all of the things from individuals who probably don't even know too much about what's actually really going on with Mark Goldbridge. Again, I'm not even well versed on it myself. I don't watch Mark Goldbridge. I know who he is, of course. I know what he's kind of done. I know who he kind of is in terms of in this YouTube football space, right? He is probably, I mean, he's got to be in the top 2 or 3 football content creators. I'm trying to even think who I would even claim to be bigger. If I'm talking just a football content creator, especially in the UK, I can't speak for everywhere else because I don't know everybody else. But in the UK, he's got to be number one. You know what I mean? Like he himself, like whether you talk obviously his channels and stuff like that, I don't know where they would rank. I think he's got over about 3.7 million. You know what I mean? Kind of subscribers across the 2 channels in itself. But he himself, he's one of the biggest content creators out there. Do you get what I'm saying? Especially in the football space. Um, and I feel like all the stuff that I've been seeing recently, I'm like, rah, like obviously I you see clips, right? You see a lot of clips, you see a lot of people talking about Mark Goldbridge, you see a lot of people saying, saying things, right? And obviously I'm not really someone to really believe what people say, kind of thing. I've got to kind of either I know you or either I've got to have had some kind of previous with you in regards to even even if I don't know you, it's just more about have I watched you, have I listened to you enough, have I heard some of the things that you've obviously said and etc, right? And yeah, of course, I've seen clips, I've seen a couple videos of Mark Goldbridge, heard him on obviously the Football Terrace with Terry and stuff like that. So I guess I know a little bit about him, but obviously I don't know enough to really judge the individual. This is more looking at obviously what he's done. And for me, I'm like, yo, go get that money, my boy. Go and get that money. Listen, I'm gonna sit here. Like I said, I don't know Mark Goldbridge, and this again, I'm not here to. I don't care whether you like him or don't like him, right? That's got nothing to do with anything. For me, I just look at these things and I'm gonna sit here and probably guess that he's probably okay with money in terms of from his channels. Like if he didn't sign this deal with Gary Neville, I don't think he would have been stressing about life and oh my goodness, like what am I gonna kind of do? He's doing exactly what people like myself right now would love to be in that position. Of course you would. Now I get it. Some people like, yeah, you sell your soul and this, that, and the third. And I'm like, sell your soul. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if this is selling your soul, then boy, boy, again, I said, if previously I would never do something like that, I wouldn't. If that is the case, then you're contradicting yourself, regardless of what's actually like offered on the table. You've almost back on your word. So people are going to call you out for it. If that is the case, then 100% you deserve any flack. Not that you care, because you're probably sitting on about 500 bags now, so it really don't actually matter. Like I wouldn't be sitting here caring. Heck, if I was making 100 bags a year, I wouldn't really be caring. But I'm just saying, you then need to then understand from that point of view, okay, well, people are going to give me flack, going to lose a bit of credibility with certain subscribers. Not that it would matter. Like I said, 3.7 million across the 2 channels. Does it really matter? This is a guy I've seen on Talksport. He's done various other things. Sure, he was doing one of the charity matches and stuff. Like, he's done all of that. She can't say he's doing things that, like most of us here, people like myself, we would love to be doing. We would love to be in these kind of positions because ultimately, as much as we can all sit here and say to ourselves and say to you, the viewers, yeah, I just do this for the love of the game. I do this because I love the community. I do this because I love football. And what if I wasn't doing this, I'll do this for free. People need to understand, ain't nothing in life free. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the time you spend with your kids, yeah, that's different. But when I'm talking about something that I'm spending time, internet, money on StreamYard, OBS, if you use OBS, a YouTube account, paying for the pro. This is not free. Do you get what I'm saying? Like I feel like people don't understand that part of it. This is not free. Do you get what I'm trying to say? This ain't free. When you start a business, it's not going to be free to start the business, right? Do you get what I'm saying? You got to go out and buy the products. You got to buy the equipment. You got to maybe rent out the spaces that you need to rent out to then be able to do whatever it is that you want to do thereafter. Cool, but it's going to cost me money. So of course, as much as you might love doing it, People sit here and say, yeah, I'll play football for the rest of my life for free. Yeah, I would do it, but there's going to come a time when I probably can't do it because I need to start paying the bills. Do you get what I'm saying? So then that then comes a different question of, yeah, maybe I don't do it all the time. Maybe I just do it sometimes. Maybe just on Saturdays. Maybe Wednesday evenings to go play down at Power League. Yeah, maybe I'll just do that now, which is what I would be doing right now. Do you get what I'm saying? As opposed to, yeah, I'll be playing football every single day for free. For free, get out of it. Do you get what I'm saying? And I think, again, like I said, I don't know all of the reasons as to why some people have seen this in a negative light. But when I look at it, I'm just like, bruh, like this looks to me, this looked really, really good. Do you get what I'm saying? You can see here. So Gary Neville's The Overlap Network has acquired Mark Goldbridge's popular YouTube channels, United We Stand and That's Football. Goldbridge's channels boast a combined audience of 3.7 million viewers, with United We Stand being the largest Manchester United fan channel on YouTube. Ridiculous. Neville, the Overlap's executive director, stated the acquisition aims to build an exciting independent football community and develop the channels into compelling news sources. Goldbridge, who launched the United Stand in 2014, so you're talking what, 12 years ago? It's a long time. Expressed pride in his work and believes the Overlap has the ambition and resources to elevate his content. The Overlap was founded in 2021 and is also known for its successful Stick to Football podcast. I think people need to understand, maybe this bit will go with here. Um, so we got here. This is a bit. I feel anyway. The Overlap has the ambition and resources to elevate his content. Realize he started the United Stand in two. I'd love to see what his first video actually was, but he started this in 2014. We're talking 12 years later. I do YouTube now. Let's say I've probably been doing this now for the last, my own YouTube channel. I think it's since 2021 or two, right? So let's say it's been about 4 to 5 years. Yeah. 4 to 5 years. Obviously, not been as consistent. Obviously, maybe as a Mark Goldbridge, life, things happen, whatever. Cool. That's the excuses side of it, kind of out of the way. This guy had this channel for 12 years. And obviously in that time, of course, you build and you build, and obviously you get this, you gain this reputation. Obviously it coincided with the fact that Man United were crap since the time he started the channel, which is probably the reason why he started the channel. It was a place where he could then, again, I don't know, I'm really not trying to speculate, but maybe it was just a space where he wanted to talk about football. Maybe there wasn't, I don't think that, maybe there was a space. I don't remember 2014. I don't ever remember ever going on YouTube to watch football fan channels. In fact, that, I'll be real, that only really started with AFTV. I'll keep it a buck. Like, I did not watch no football fan channels. I didn't care. Do you know what I mean? I'm actually out here playing football. Do you know what I mean? So to then go online and, yeah, YouTube wasn't a big thing to me like that back them times. Not for football fan channels, for music more than anything else. This is before premium and ads and, all of these kind of rubbish kind of things, right? But he's had that channel now for 12 years. That's a long time. And obviously that is football as well. Um, yeah, that's football, should I say? Sorry. He's also had, I'm going to assume for a period of time. But yeah, I just think, for me personally, I like I said, I just struggle with when people start to look at these things so black and white. Like, oh yeah, you're selling your soul, and like, how could he do this and all of it? I'm just like, what? Like, I'm sure if I even go on, if I even go and listen, I don't care about none of these channels, so they're not, or I don't care about none of these would I say, Twitter pages and that. Listen, I'm a small creator. Do you know what I mean? Don't let little old me, you know what I mean, affect your day, so to speak. Like, ultimately, you guys are doing your thing, and it kind of is what it is. But yeah, I think when I'm looking at this whole thing, I'm just like, yeah, get your money, do your thing. There really isn't, I would say, big problem realistically, what I mean, with that. Like, I just think people are just being a little bit extra, maybe a little bit salty. Like I said as well, though, what I will say to people is that maybe he had said something previously that he would never do this. And again, if he did say that, fairs. But yeah, just quickly, I'll show you this. I saw this is one of the ones I saw, and I was just like, "Rah, is it that deep?" kind of thing. This is from Man United Addicts. Mark Goldbridge has sold out. Overlap, obviously, blah blah. From raw fan voice to corporate football media, he'll stay as the face, but now works under them on 500k a year. Obviously, some people in the comments are missing the point. It's not the fact he sold it, it's the fact who he sold it to. If he'd sold it to someone that's just richer, that's just a richer Manchester United supporter with a bigger budget, but keeping the supporters are the driving voice. Corporate media means control. I wouldn't even be surprised if the club was behind this in order to control criticism. I'm not saying they are, but it would not surprise me. Let's really see if he criticizes the owners the same way now. His opinion on Gary Neville was very critical a couple of years ago, and now he can't wait to be in love with him. All those times talking about the Glazers being greedy, and now look at him. But the channel is a family legacy. It's about the fans, not control. Media, all lies. Now, kind of interesting, to be fair. I'll actually give them that kind of. I didn't really go into the thread and everything, so that is actually kind of interesting. In regards to that, um, some people in the comments are missing the point. It's not the fact of that he sold it; it's the fact of who he sold it to. So fair enough. I don't know the relationship between Gary Neville and the Manchester United fans. Do you like him? Do you hate him? Let me know in the comment section. But it seems because it's Gary Neville, for whatever reason, that is why they are quite upset that he's obviously sold it to someone like him. They would have just much preferred. So that, okay, fair enough. I mean, does anyone just have, was it like whatever £1 million just sitting around? I don't know. But if they did, okay, I can understand that. I'm not mad at someone saying something like that. Apparently his opinion on Gary Neville was very critical a couple of years ago. Now he can't wait to be in love with him. I'm going to say work with him. Again, like I said, if you do something, and listen, people, it's weird because we're in a football space where some people hold you to what you say, some people hold some of the things that you've said before. I don't know, it's weird, but clearly he's holding him to something that, Mark Goldbridge has obviously said a while back. Fair enough. Again, I can't be mad at that. If you said something about someone, if I say right now, bun Ends, man. Ends is a waste man. He's a shit content creator, rubbish host, never really liked his content, kind of thing, blah, blah, blah. And then 2 years later, yeah, like Ends buys my channel and I sell it to him, blah, blah, blah. Obviously, people are gonna be like, right, like, what? I thought I thought you didn't like him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that, Mark Goldbridge said something to that effect, but do you know what I mean? It's just, sorry, Ends. But it's just one of those kind of things. So again, I can understand. I think that's all what this is about for me is when people don't understand both sides, it bugs me. It always bugs me. Guys do it in relationships quite a lot. Females do it in relationships quite a lot. You never seem to understand the other person's side. You only get it from your perspective. And when you only get it from one person's perspective, you already have a skewed view of what's actually going on. See it from both sides, then formulate your opinion and all of these kind of, various different things. Man United Football Club are not stupid. They would rather Gary Neville owns it than a regular person. The Glazers will think now the supporters can't organise and advertise protests in that big fan channel. They will feel much more relaxed now while they're having the face as the puppet. The United stand will now forever change nothing. Nothing will be the same. He must not criticise his boss now. Remember when he would say United hired that head coach because they wanted a puppet. He's now become that. He deeply miscalculated his importance. Fans were watching his channel not for him, but for what it represented and an alternative to corporate media like the overlap. Yeah, you know what? I feel like this person, don't know who runs this channel. I feel like they're making good points. I can't lie. I can see where they're coming from, and I understand their frustration behind all of it. So I can see as to why they might feel a little bit like rah. Because if he he's obviously that's just one person, but they're looking at it from the perspective of it's not about watching it because you was on there. I was watching it for what it actually represented since 2014, and what it actually meant, a space for us fans to maybe even someone like him to even create a Twitter page. Maybe it was those kind of things. So like I said, when you don't know the ins and outs, and I don't know the ins and outs, I'm just here to just really speculate and more just take a look at what it is. I like to see both sides. If I was Mark Goldbridge, listen, I wouldn't care and I would be in his same position. You guys already know I'd sell out quicker than anything. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to lie. I'm not here to do but it's integrity. Yeah, I got family to feed. I don't think you understand. My family to feed is higher than the integrity that you think I should have. I tell you that for free. Do you get what I'm saying? So there is that side of it. But I understand the level of frustrations that, of course, some people, are going to have. So, yeah, there's two sides to every coin. But listen, that coin that he's got, he got a different type of coin right now. I'll tell you that for free. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, people. How do you kind of see this whole Mark Goldbridge thing? Like, are you happy? Well, I don't want to say happy for him, but like, If you was in that position, I know it's difficult to think it, but if you was in that position, would you do the same thing? Would you sell out? Would you not sell out? Do you even care? Is sell out too much of a strong word? Let me know your thoughts. I'll catch you guys.